Hi everyone, today I'm going to present my research title, Comparative Study of Emotions in 2D and 3D Facial Animation. This study explores how emotional clarity and subtlety are expressed differently in 2D and 3D animation styles. I will introduce this content one by one. The central theme of this study is the comparative expression of emotions in facial animations, specifically between 2D and 3D technique. While 3D animation offers more realism, it often fails to express subtle emotions like confusion. In contrast, 2D animation tends to exaggerate expression, making emotional intent clear and more immediate. Despite the realism that 3D animation provided, technical limitation of reduce its ability to convey emotional clarity. Meanwhile, 2D animation atmospheres as unrealized, making emotions easier to read. So this study focuses on identifying visual and technical factors that influence emotional clarity in facial animation and how viewers prevalent and in 2D and visual 3D. The aim of this research is to explore, compare emotional clarity and subtlety in 2D and 3D facial animation. To do this, we set two main objectives. First one, identify which factor contribute to clear and subtle emotional expression in animation. Second one, examine how those emotions are perceived differently across styles. Facial expression is a major tool in emotional storytelling in animation. Although 3D looks more realistic, it can struggle with emotional subtlety. 2D through its nature often communicates emotion more exactly. By comparing these two, we hope to develop a hybrid approach that blend 2D clarity with 3D realism. Literature and prior studies show a consistent themes. 2D animation makes emotion easier to understand, while 3D still struggle with showing small emotional detail. Showing experts recommend mixing 2D and 3D methods, using 2D expressive style in 3D animation to help audiences connect better with the character feeling. And this one, we use number and data for our research with an online survey for 14 to 20 questions. The people who took part were aged 15 to 45 and watched animation often. We share the survey using Google Form. And this one, the survey has 5 simple parts. First, we ask about basic form like age and how often they watch animation. Second, we ask how well they can understand emotions in 2D vs 3D phase. Third, we look at how clear and settle the expression feels to them. Fourth, we ask if the expression made them feeling emotionally connected. Last, we ask which style they prefer and what may expression stand out to them. And this one, the result shows that most people found 2D animation better at showing clear emotions, while many had trouble understanding subtle feeling in 3D character. They also said that facial design play a big role in how they read emotions. Clear, exaggerate expression help them feeling closer to the character. And most people mixing 2D facial technique into 3D animation, and many prefer this hybrid style. In the end, what we care about most were emotional depth, even more that virtual realism. Thank you for your attention.